Hey guys, so we're here at the Krav Fit Now. See, that's why we do these things live because you mess up the name, and I know y'all can see it. It's out there, the Krav Maga Fit Now, and I'm here with Mr. Mark, and I'm excited to be here. And look at him, and he just finished. You were doing what before I came?
I did a private lesson for somebody. We were training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so we got through training, and Jesus pulled up. It's like, oh, hi.
Yes. Hey guys, and if you like posting questions or anything, I cannot see it. The phone is right there. We're going live right now, so don't worry. After this and we're done, Mark and myself will go through it in our time and bloop 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 and answer all the questions. But right now, I just wanted to bring in him because you guys, my audience that is out there watching, what he does, a little bit about himself, like right here. How did he came up with the name? I'm gonna let him talk right now. So go ahead, Mr. Mark.
So I've been training martial arts for about 31 years. I started when I was 18. So I started with Kajikembo Karate, got my second degree black belt in 1994, and then second degree in 96, and then wanted to do something different. So I started in American Kempo in 2005, I believe. Yeah, 2005. So I was training with an instructor in Sugar Land out of his garage. And then we moved from A-Leaf. Then we moved out here to Katy in 2006. And then that's when I found my Kung Fu teacher, Sifu Whit McClendon, giving you a shout. This man really, really changed everything I saw about martial arts and life. It is with him, that is how I became so fitness-oriented. He instilled a work ethic into me, which has resonated in my life. I had my mother pass away at an early age. She was only 67. And it was sad because my kids at the time were 2 and 10 months old, and I was very sad to see that my mother didn't get to see my kids grow up. So that was the time when I decided I needed to make a change. And that's when I started, working out, started eating better, because my mom, when we were young, we had a grocery store out here in the Fifth Ward area, and my mom was pretty much the backbone of that business, and then my older brother and myself, along with my little sister, all helped my mom try to manage this grocery store. So, she was stressed out. She had open heart surgery. She had hip replacement. She was on dialysis, and, high cholesterol, diabetes, everything you can think of. So that's when I told myself, it's like I need to do something because I don't want to, not be around for the grandkids, because I want to be able to play with the grandkids and stuff like that. My father-in-law right now, he's in his mid-80s, 86 or so. He's playing with the kids, trying to chase the dog around the house and stuff like that. So, and there was one time I even saw him do burpees. In his pajamas, he was doing burpees.
At 80.
86. So he's sitting there. I saw him get on the ground and do burpees and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that's what I want to be. And that was, that's pretty much the why of why I started my school. I did this exercise, a friend of mine, Karen Monier, she gave us this exercise during a president's platform for BNI. And so I did this exercise. The first was, I want to teach martial arts and fitness to everyone in the community. And then after asking why is that important 7 times, the true why was I want everybody to live a healthy lifestyle and be able to enjoy it with their family for the rest of their life. So I'm like, wow. I went from, I just want to teach martial arts and fitness to everyone, and then being able to enjoy a healthy lifestyle with their family, for the rest of their life. I was like, that was pretty powerful,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So that's when, I made this change, and Sifu Whit McClendon, he got me on that path, started on the right path. And now, now I'm doing crazy workouts, and, and now some of my students, I see them on their Facebook, putting their workouts, what they're doing, showing that they're passed out on the mats and everything. So it's, I'm starting to do the work. I'm passing it on, and that's what I want to do. I posted that I'm doing private lessons right now because I have so much in this head that I want to share with everybody. I have a lot of martial arts experience, and I have like a lot of fitness experience. Although I'm not a nutritionist, I still know kind of sort of what to eat right and stuff like that, how to, pick the healthy foods. Although I do know people that are nutritionists that can help you with that.
But that's what we're here for, so we can spread out the word, and help out. And this is good because all of the things that your stories you're telling and the name and everything that is there, but the most important thing is you, the one behind it, because it took years for you to do this and actually decided to be like, this is it. This is what I want to run with it. In this, the audience watching us, they always watching the pretty things. Oh, we're here, or the anime, and they're like, but they gotta see the stuff behind the scenes that they don't see, like this. Like you train, and sometimes you're like, hey, students are not here, they didn't show up. This is what y'all need to see, the real things behind it. That sometimes the struggle of a business, even myself and himself, like. He's going to say a little bit about it right now. Hey, he's still here. He still made it. He's still creating content. He's still out there showing up, knowing that sometimes they don't show up. But that's the things that y'all don't see. And now we need to be documenting things. So be like, hey, this is the struggle. Sometimes you see I'm flying here and there, but it's not always pretty.
Yep, for real. I mean, the struggle started with me in 2017. Pretty much everybody here in the Houston area struggled. Remember this little storm, this little guy named Harvey? Yes. So my school was over there off of Derry Ashford. Okay? Derry Ashford and close to Briar Forest. Whittington, I believe, is nearest cross street. So that's where pretty much ground zero was. That's where all the flooding was.
Oh, I remember.
Now, my school didn't flood, but all my students did. So at the time, we were at I think 85 students. So we dropped down to 22 in less than 2 weeks. And my landlord was very helpful, very understanding. We did different types of payment plans and everything, so we were able to make whatever agreement it was. But then at the end, it was just, the well was dry. There was nobody coming in, nobody coming back to sign up and everything. And, it was hard. And we had to leave that location, and then we moved into another gym. We got back up to 30, but then when we moved into this gym, things were just not getting back to it. And we lost more people, so we lost even more people. We were down to below 10. Below 10. And then eventually, COVID hit. And, I'm like, another natural disaster. I'm like, really, God? What? Are you delivering me a 1-2 punch here? I mean, it's like, what are you trying to make me do here? So, the gym that I was at got bought out by Powerhouse. So I felt like it wasn't going to be a good fit for me anymore, so I left. And, one of my BNI members, Carol Jukes, she was very helpful, and she opened up her real estate office for me to still continue to teach the small amount of students that I had. So she was still able to help me keep going. And it was also encouraging for me to keep going because she wanted to see me succeed. She wanted to see me continue on. So then I had the Katy location, and we had that location for 6 months. I just gave them my 30-day notice over there, unfortunately, because for 6 months we haven't had anybody come in. So I don't know what's going on. Everybody's seen me posting and everything. I mean, I spent, money on ads and stuff. No one was coming in. And, we also have this location here in Fulshire. And, like right now, the struggle is still happening. And, I'm at my wits' ends right now just trying to figure out what's going on. And another member of my B&I chapter is helping me with business coaching. Coach Hess is helping me with business coaching now. Because I went to him and it's like, look, I've been in business for 10 years. Apparently, I need to know something new or do something different because everything I've been doing is not working anymore. What was working before is not working now. So I need to figure out something else. So I went to Coach Hess and I just said, look, just I need a reboot, Coach. Just start over, treat me like I'm a brand new business owner and, let's go from that. So I met with him, Thursday afternoon. So I'm very excited that we have some sort of plan in place. There's going to be some sort of new concept going on that he and I are created. So I'm very excited to get that ball rolling. And, all the struggles and everything, I'm still very optimistic because of my faith. And, we all say, give it up to the Lord. Give it up to leave all your burdens to the Lord. So that's why, even, when I went to Coach Hess's office, it's like, even under stress, I didn't show it because I know the man upstairs has got my back. And I'm surprised because, even throughout all the, Hurricane Harvey and coming out of COVID, I don't know how I'm making it. It's like, I'm still here. I'm still, still in business. We're optimistic that we're going to get this going.
Isn't it funny that we don't know, but the power is there?
It's like I can't explain it. I mean, and just a couple weeks ago, now I'm put in front of more Christians. Now I'm part of F3, which is F3 is I guess like a boot camp.
You're like a fitness thing, right?
It's a fitness boot camp, and the F3 is fellowship, fitness, and faith. So like this morning, I went and did the workout with them, and there was 47 guys this morning.
On a Saturday.
On a Saturday, working out. So this was my second week. Last week was my first time, and my friend Sean Lawler, he's the one who introduced me to these guys. So I'm also networking with them as well, trying to get the word out with them. And at the end of each workout, we all do a little prayer session and stuff like that. So I always say I have an unspoken prayer. I don't want to really say it too much just yet. So I just tell them I have an unspoken prayer. So we're all praying about that, and all that good stuff. And, it's, like I said, the Lord works in mysterious ways. So now I'm in front of, fellow Christians that are going to help and everything. So that's awesome.
And he does, man. He is there. And that's why when we feel like we drop down, the only way to go is up. And that's the hardest part to like document and show you guys, because we don't want to show the ugly things. We don't want to show you when we're sad or we're crying or we're trying to rip our hair up because, hey, man, I don't have no more clients. I'm up to 5, like you were saying, 5 clients, and I got to pay rent the next month, and I got to do this. I got to feed the family. Like, y'all don't see all of those things. And I was like, get coaching and mentoring myself, and they were like, you gotta document, you gotta let people know the real you, that's you. Like, hey, you wake up late. Hey, I woke up late. Shit, man, I'm still gonna make things happen. I'm still going to work out. I still gotta see the clients. I still gotta, doc what I'm doing right now, letting you know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do a podcast. I'm gonna do this. Whatever it is that is your business, you just kind of go out there. You don't have to do it every day, but you get fitted to it that you're like, okay, I'm gonna do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm gonna let people that what I'm doing through the days, but they're gonna like, he's doing this every day. Consistency.
Yep,
Like educating people.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, and then the other thing, Jesus, I'm too stubborn to stay down. I'm a martial artist.
Mm-hmm.
You fall down 7, get back up 8. It's like, roll with the punches and stuff like that. Lord knows I'm rolling with the punches. I'm taking the hits and licking the wounds and get back up, staying in the fight. I'm like Rocky, too stubborn to stay down. Yeah, and that's where a lot of us, Harvey hit and all of the things. Even though that COVID happened and we still in it, a lot of people still with that Harvey stuff, they didn't get what they needed to get and all that stuff. Then boom, this one comes and then you don't know what's next. Yeah,
because it's nature. I mean, I know the stuff we're not prepared for, but we just gotta be believing in ourselves and having that strong faith that hey, we already know that if this happened right now with COVID, what's next? Zombies next? We're going too far-fetched.
Well, the thing is, it's like, there's this one I know in the launch program that we have in BNI. There's a video that we play for new prospects that are interested in joining, and the very last line of that video resonates with me. Because the young lady in the video, she says, when you're down, it's not money that's going to lift you up. It's the people around you that's going to lift you up.
Did you hear that?
So true. That is so true. Like I said, when I was down, Carol was there to open up her real estate office to keep me going. My family's there to help me keep me going. And it wasn't money to, help. I mean, yeah, money helps, but it's not the main thing. It's the people around you that you surround yourselves with that are going to help lift you up and get you through the tough times. And I really do believe that. I'm starting to be living proof of that.
Mm-hmm. And that's the really good thing, that you're living proof and you're telling others like, hey, man, I'm just like you, human flesh. We bleed the same. I mean, we're going to go through the struggles. Maybe yours is at that time of the moment is going to be worse than what I am going right now, but we're still going through that. And that's when you realize who truly, that family that really supports you, the circle that really wants to lift you up. Like you just said, it's not about the money. It's the people that are around you that are going to lift you up. Hey, man, it's okay, man. I don't have enough, but hey, this spot can help you for 3 months. You can use it. Yep. Or somebody, hey, man, I know you're have an extra car. I know they took your car because of the money. You can use my car for right now. It's already paid off. But hey, all of those little things, those are what, and it's funny because that's what I was praying when I was walking over here driving. I was like, God, it's those moments that we sometimes don't appreciate, those little tiny ones.
Yep, and that's one thing, I started doing in the morning when I wake up. And this is something that Steve Harvey,
Love him.
He preaches all the time. I love all his motivational quotes. There are times I read his motivational quotes to lift me up. But he's like, every morning, be grateful. Be grateful of anything. And one morning, I did that on the WhatsApp chat for our launch director team, and everyone started chiming in what they were grateful for. So we all have to stop and take a moment to say it out loud what you're grateful for. Like this morning I said, okay, thank you, Lord. I'm grateful for my health. I'm thankful for being able to breathe another day, enjoy the life that you've provided. Even though we're struggling, I'm still being grateful for what I have. I mean, I'm still grateful. I'm grateful that I still have the school You know, I'm still grateful that I can still, physically and mentally be strong and still be open. You know, whereas most people would probably just say, okay, check out.
Can't do it no more.
Nope.
And that's what's going through right now with COVID. Even till right now, a lot of people still open the restaurants, but it's not the same. And you went to a good point. You're like, okay, with Coach, let me start like if I'm from the beginning. What is it that I gotta know now? Because everything is not the same. Technology is evolving. Everything is going, left and right. How can I get my foot in there and learn something new that is gonna build my business back up again? Like if I was just starting. And we all gotta do that, even in our life, in our personal life. You go through a lot of things. You gotta let me stop and actually see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we're just in the picture, but we're like so scrambled up that we're like not listening and not hearing and not believing and just like, oh, there's no truth for this. There's no truth for that. Oh,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes we just need to take a step back. There's that saying, you need to take time and smell the roses. There are times I go out here. There's a nice little lake back here. I'll go outside, take a couple deep breaths, and hang out by the goose pond.
Hey,
There's geese over there, that are squawking at me or whatever. But I'm hanging out with the goose or the geese, and just hanging out, taking a couple deep breaths. And just trying to, be grateful and try to strategize while I'm out there, trying to clear my mind and try to fill my mind with, new ideas, new thoughts of things I could be doing, things I didn't do or things that I've done. Maybe I need to revisit and stuff like that. So always.
So I know that you got that on the works now with Coach and seeing what's going to be next for Krav Maga. Anybody that, is interested, coming in here, where can they find you? Not only on social media, but where can, like, you yourself can educate. They don't have to come in here and be like, oh, I'm going to pay you for this, but you can educate them, and they'll be like, oh, you know what, that does fit for me. That's something that I learned. Sometimes we we got to eat, but sometimes it's like, does that person really fits with me? Like we were talking about it a while ago, like, why would that person don't fit and I'm going to grab his money when it's not for him or for her?
Yep, absolutely. I mean, I have Instagram, Krav Fit Now, Twitter at Krav Fit Now, Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Krav Fit Now. I also have a YouTube channel, Krav Fit Now. There's actually videos on my YouTube when the pandemic first started, and I have like videos of our Krav Maga classes, our kickboxing workouts, and some boot camp workouts. And I think I also put some like barbell movements for like Olympic lifting and some kettlebell workouts on there too. So you should go check it out. Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, guys, because I checked it out. It's pretty cool. And that's something that, moving into technology and stuff, like right now, like there's nobody here, but kind of a Zoom class, But still, they got to pay for it at their home.
See, we did the Zoom class in the beginning, and it was fine. It was kind of like a Band-Aid at first, because for Krav Maga, even for Jiu-Jitsu, we need partners, unfortunately, because, we have to feel the resistance, feel some sort of resistance. You got to have some sort of feedback from the partner. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class, we used the grappling dummies. But even then, the grappling dummies, they're not a good frame, so they just flop over, and it's like, hey, get back over here, And then the Krav Maga, people were just not liking it because they're sitting there doing the techniques in the air, and then eventually they would cancel the membership because they didn't want to do it. They want to be in person, but because of COVID,
couldn't do that.
And even though at the time when we reopened, we were allowing face shields because the mask, it was very hard to breathe. But we were doing face shields, which helped a little bit, but people were just sweating all over it and then they were fogging up. So, but it was something that we tried to do. And, just, I guess the students didn't like it or something. I don't know. Maybe they didn't like me.
No. But that's right. I mean, there's a different piece to the business that whatever it is that you're doing, it might not work on like with the technology like everybody else doing it and still getting paid. There's some things that you have to be one on humans, and this created the COVID, like, man, restaurants and all, you have to go eat. I mean, yeah, now you can buy and take it home, but it's not the same. I like, why would I want to buy your food when I can just cook mine at home?
For real.
Right? And a lot of people did that. I asked questions. It's like, hey, man, why you don't buy food from the small business owners? So, why? I mean, I know that they need support from us, but, man, I can just cook myself here because I love just going in there because that's a moment of me and the wife and the kids, like, eating there. It's like a different moment when you're there than when you're at home. You're like, okay, I order the food, but I'm still at home. I'm like, I know, and it's hard and it's tough, but I'm like, we gotta support each other. I mean, it's like it's an example that I gave you. When we go to Walmart, then you fill your cart up and you're like, buy Walmart. And you're like, hey, where are you going? I mean, like, you got to pay for everything you're going. Yeah. It's like, for us, is what's the difference? We're still business. What's the difference with Walmart? What's the difference with Krav Now? What's the difference with me that we know what we're doing? We're doing it for years, but you don't want to pay. Like, they want to get in for free. And then after that, like we were talking about, then everybody leaves, like ants and cockroaches boop, 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 everywhere. So what's that big difference, guys? Like, come on. And I understand that we go through the struggles. We don't have the money. That's fine. We still educate people. Sometimes we go even far beyond saying things that, oh, man, that stuff needed to be exclusive, but I still gave it to you. It's hard. I know you're watching it. I know most of you, if you own a business, you're just going through it right now.
Yep. Very hard.
But we're still here.
Live and kicking.
Live and kicking. Yep. Oh, man. He's kicking. I'm not kicking.
Kicking and choking.
Oh, man. But this is what I love coming into, like the small business owners doing something live, something that you yourself can do. But it's that we have to delegate sometimes things. You're like doing video stuff and doing this. You're like, man, I cannot do that. I have to do this and I have to do that. Like, when do I have time to do a video? You have time. Just kind of schedule a time when you're here with your students. You don't even need to be here. You could just put your tripods there. And at the end of the day, people want to see raw. You don't even have to edit it. People want to see the raw you. I saw like time changes. How before you edit videos and you got to be so pretty and nowadays I'm like, forget that. Like I said at the beginning, people want to see the real you and like, oh, damn, he fell. Oh, he laughed. He said something wrong in the video. He didn't edit that. For what? I want to see you as you see me. I'm like, that's me. I know I got to work on that. I know I got to work on that. But I want you to see me who I am. I don't want to edit and make it pretty and be like, hey, I see that edit. Like, I see that. No, man, see me how I am. Yeah, I understand when there's professional videos. That's why you hire people to do that. But when it's us, it's just us here, Bah, and you fall. And, whatever it is, personal, business life, show the true skin of who you are. Period. That's it, man. Who cares if somebody gonna judge you, man? Who cares? It's you. It's your life. God created you as your image. There's nobody else like you.
Just do you.
Just do you. Yes. Well, anything last that you want to tell them? I'm going to check out over there the last positive thing that you want to give today, Saturday, that for anybody that maybe is feeling down today, maybe it's like, damn, man, I needed to see this. I want to close down my restaurant or whatever it is that, you feel today.
It is hard. I mean, for those that are struggling, stay with it. And also, like I said, surround yourself with people that will lift you up, because no money can do that. I mean, yes, it helps and everything, but in the end, once that money is out, it's the people around you that are going to lift you up. So, God bless. Peace.
Thank you, guys. And you're going to keep on seeing more of this. I'm going to keep on going to more small business owners. And I know you cannot see me now, but thank you very much, Mark. And let's keep it up and let's help each other out no matter what's throwing at us. Another, whatever is next, like I said, zombies, etc. We still gotta keep our heads up, man. God has never left us. We left him. I just leave you to that. Bye, guys. I was gonna say good night. All right, bye, guys. Keep on having an amazing, blessed Saturday.